Right then, today I'm going to show you the leg press. They typically are always going to look like this. There's a few different variations. Some will be bigger, some may be smaller, some might not have pretty aluminium on them, but it's all the same kind of thing really. You can work the whole of your legs on a leg press. You can work your glutes, and you can try to isolate certain muscle groups as well. So I'm going to show you a couple of different variations. I'm going to show you how to get in and out of it safely. Hopefully by the end of this video you would be comfortable going in your gym and using a leg press on your own. First thing that you want to be looking at is you've got your bars for your plates where you're going to stack your weight on. Your foot platform, and then you have your seat. Now the seat is going to be able to be adjusted on most. Depending on the height of you, it's going to depend how high, depending on the height of you, depending on how tall you are, that sounds a little bit better. Depending on how tall you are will depend on how high up you want your seat, and that's something that you're going to have to really get in and feel it for yourself. You will feel if it's too upright or if it's too laid back. So I'm going to get in now, and first things first I want you to think about is these are your safety handles here, right? So I'm going to put the legs up into position, and before I go anywhere, what you're trying to do is push your bum into this bottom corner as much as you can, pulling my ass right down onto the seat, and my lower back is pushed right in onto this pad. Now if you look at the pad, it's slightly thicker at the bottom, and that is to take the pressure off your lower back. So you've got to make sure your back is pushed in at all times, and I'm sat right in position. If I was just going to push, I can push straight up, but my safety bars are still here. So the safety bars are always going to be there to make sure that you don't squash yourself. So first thing before you do a rep is you're going to be thinking about what muscles do you want to target. What are you using the leg press for? Are you going to do it for the whole of your legs? Do you want to focus on your quads? Do you want to focus on glutes? So if you were going for the whole of your leg, bum's pushed in, core embraced, squeezed, lower back pushed into the pad, and my feet are practically straight, just a little bit heels in, toes out. And I'm looking for a right angle in my leg here. That's how you know if you're not too high or too close. You're gonna look for a right angle. Push up, don't lock your legs straight. Handles go out, hold on to your safety bars to lock yourself in place, head back, deep breath in, slow, pause, out. Breathe in on the way down, pause, squeeze your bum, heels, just here. Now what you're never going to do on the leg press is lock your legs straight. Now if there's a heavy weight on that and I was fatigued, there is a massive likelihood that I'm going to snap my legs. So you've probably seen those videos on YouTube as well. Never come past this position here. Slowly on the way down, 1 second pause, 1 second up. Right, now we're going to go into some technique pointers. How low do you go? Everyone's range of motion will be different, and I see a lot of people doing it wrong, like this one. This one's wrong. They come too low, and bum comes out of the seat. And they go, oh, and they think they're doing really good. They're going to do this. That is going to break your lower back. That's going to put a lot of pressure on your lumbar and on your coccyx, and it's not where you want to be. My range of motion would be, I go as low as I can, as slow as I can, and I'm waiting for my pelvis to tilt up there. This is now too low. So that is my position. From here, down slow, breathing in, breathing in, breathing in, just there. Now what I'm looking for is I'm finding the position where my legs are taking the weight, and just before that moment where my lower back takes it. Because I want to make sure that it's my legs that are taking that load at all times and not my lower back. So how you test for that is coming down really, really slow, go to the lowest point that you can possibly go before your bum lifts out of the seat. That is your point. I've had guys on here before, older men, and the hamstrings are really, really tight. They've got no flexibility, and they can't get past that. And if they come to here, the bum comes out of the seat because they've got really tight hamstrings. If that is the case for you, that's fine. That is your range of motion, and that's all you should be doing. And that will still work you to the same benefit as somebody who's really flexible and can come right down here. So, get up a little minute. Next, how do we focus on isolating glutes? So leg press for glutes, I am gonna always have heels in, toes out. So my toes are pointing out like this. I lift my toes up a little bit, so I'm pushing through my heel, which is going to work posterior chain. Heels in, toes out, knees wide as my toes. That's the point that you're looking for, okay? Always be in line with your toes, as if he's got his crusty trainers on. Like, that's my position. Naturally, you'd be here, or you'd be even wider. So knees in line with your toes, push through them heels. 1 second up. Slowly, 3, 2, 1. Low as I can. Squeeze my bum. 1 second pause. Heels just there. See how I keep my toes up, and that is just to focus on that. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze my bum. Heels there. Next, quad dominant. If you come feet close together, knees in line with your toes, always. This now is going to be working quads a lot more. And your range of motion won't be as big when you're focusing on your quads. I can feel that burning them straight away, even with that little weight. And again, knees in line with your toes. Always thinking, knees in line with toes, whether you're narrow, whether you're wide, that's where your knees are going to be to save any excess pressure on those joints, causing any injuries. Right, so rep ranges on the leg press. It's going to be different depending on what your personal goal is, but say you're just coming onto the leg press because you've watched this video and you want to try it. Always start with a really light weight, and you're going to do a feeder set or a tester set. So put a light weight on and see how many can you do, and go for as many as you can. And you'll see, say I've got 50 kg on there, I keep on going until I'm like, oh fuck, I'm fucked. Drop the weight down. Give yourself a good minute rest, have a look at the weight. How many reps did you do? So the minimum that you're going to want to be doing is 10 to 12 reps realistically. That's classed as our hypertrophy range. So is that weight enough for you to do 10 to 12 reps? You probably did more than that on your feeder set. So what you're going to look at, say for example, you've just had 50 kg on and you did 20 reps. So you're going to go into 3 effective sets next. So if you could do 20 reps of 50 kg pretty easily, you're going to be able to do 12 reps of 70 kg. So put your 70 on and give it a go. Now the aim is to always do as many as you possibly can. There is no magic number. So someone could write you a plan and say do 3 sets of 12, but if you've got the weight too light, 12 could be too easy. So I just say go for the maximum that you can do. The aim of this is to push your muscles to their limit, to burn calories, to build up some lactic acid, to get some gains. So you're only going to do that by pushing those muscles to their limit. So do 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps, do 3 sets of 15 reps, do 3 sets of 20 reps. Just do enough to make sure that you can feel it, to make sure you're getting a little bit of a sweat on, to make sure that you're working hard enough really. So there's no right or wrong rep range to do, but 3 sets of anything between 12 and 20 will be sufficient for you to feel the benefits of a leg press. I think I've covered all of it. Any questions, let me know.